made huge discoveries. And as if that weren't enough, tracked down the notorious outlaw Negan and brought him to justice.
Thank you, Governor. Looking around today, I think it's fair to say we're no longer just lucky to be alive. We're living. Getting back what we lost. But our work isn't done. There was a place once, full of so many buildings so packed together you could barely see where the sky started. A strategic port. The center.
Why don't we pick this up after dinner?
So that's your son.
That's my son.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way. Tracking down the notorious outlaw Negan and shooting him dead.
I only said that to protect him. Where is he? What happened to him?
Still on the island, for all I know. What do you want?
I'm gonna recommend your conscription. I think you could be an asset to the mission. You've been there. You got your son back from the Croat. You know his weakness is how he operates. I got my doubts, too.
Why now? Why all of a sudden do you want to bring back Manhattan? You want the methane. I've seen the moths. You're running out of ethanol.
They spread all over the South, laying eggs in the corn, rotting it from the inside.
We can survive without it. New Babylon can't, which is just fine by me.
It's true. If we can take over their methane operation, it's ready to go, practically unlimited. It'll fuel power grids, give us back technology and medicine. People wouldn't have to die of infection or the flu, and I'm not just talking about my people. Your people. Everyone. But if we don't get that methane, if New Babylon falls, we've lost too much. Why
are we? Where's your wife, then? Where are your daughters? Why aren't they coming to Manhattan? Exploratory mission, huh? Because we're just the first wave. The conscripts, just a bunch of fucking guinea pigs.
I'll remind you that you're treaty-bound members of the Federation.
Which you forced us into.
So
cut off all of our trading partners. Not that I
interest
voted
as
for
much as
it.
mine. You're coming.
Is that right, Marshal?
Colonel. It's Colonel now.
If I'm treaty-bound, then it'd be my duty to inform your superiors what really happened to Negan. If I come to the island, no one else from the Bricks gets drafted that doesn't want to.
I'd have to sell it to the governor.
Get selling.
I only just found out.
Anyone intending to enlist, step up to the corral.
You're not going in there.
Wait, hold on. We can't.
What's the problem?
She's just a kid.
And kids can't fight?
This isn't what we decided.
No one gets drafted involuntarily. That was the deal. Dock at Pier 25.
Governor's Island can serve as cover in the event of an engagement.
Engagement? It's an exploratory mission.
Sure. You never know, right? Back to your unit, soldier.
I got it.
A ferry. Croatia's gonna see us coming from miles away. How could you?
Hey. Sure, look, a ferry's not discreet. But that's why the bay was chosen. No way he can see us from here. And with the element of surprise, we'll be able to...
No, but he already knows that you're coming thanks to you. You told him who you were, right? Where you came from. He's probably been prepping for an invasion since the second that you escaped. He's smart how or when. But trust me, he knows that you're coming.
If I'm gonna convince Governor Byrd to change things up at the 11th hour, you're gonna need to give me more than a hunch.
You overlook anything that gets in your way.
That's not true.
You underestimate me, fine. But do not underestimate the Croat. You know what he's capable of. Let us go. Let us all go.
I'm sorry.
No. Hey! Hey!
Can you believe it? We are traveling to the city the same way that hundreds of thousands of laborers did every...
There's too many.
We gotta move. Let's go this way. Come on, we gotta go. Let's move.